Call to order the Ashland Board of Commissioners meeting for Thursday, July 14th at 8:30 a.m. We have a motion receiving call to...
So moved.
Second.
Thank you for finishing. All in favor?
Aye.
Old business.
Item A, second reading and final adoption of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to the City of Ashland, Kentucky authorizing and directing the mayor to submit the program year 2022 action plan for a community development block grant to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and upon acceptance of said application from HUD to execute on behalf of the City of Ashland an agreement with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to enable the city to undertake those activities and/or any and all documents associated with the grant submittal."
So moved. Second.
I know this really wasn't in the paper discussed, but the purpose of this meeting mainly is for this. You want to just explain real quick for the public to understand, since the paper didn't do it? The carryover is for items not spent. Right, so we're doing this to extend the opportunity to use these funds and future funds, correct? Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Item B, second reading and final adoption of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to the City of Ashland, Kentucky authorizing and directing the mayor to execute a mutual aid agreement between the City of Ashland, the Ashland Fire Department, and the Route 504 Volunteer Fire Department in Elliott County, Kentucky, and repealing ordinance number 111, series of 2022.
So moved.
Any discussion?
Yeah. Hey, Chief, have we done that? We've done this before, right?
We've got mutual aid agreements with most all areas.
Yeah. Do we ever go down there?
They're mainly interested in our technical rescue.
Okay.
Small departments don't have they ever have something like that.
Okay. Good to know.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Consent agenda, the reading and adoption of a resolution adopting, authorizing, and approving the course of action recommended by the city manager on the items appearing on the consent agenda for the called meeting of Thursday, July 14th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Take a moment to look over everything. Also, just for the record, on item 1, or item A, there was an extension by me. Abstention, not extension.
I thought so.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
New business, item A, first reading and approval of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to the City of Ashland, Kentucky adopting by reference updated procurement regulations for the City of Ashland, Kentucky, July 2022, and repealing ordinance number 61, series of 2019, as amended by ordinance number 87, series of 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Item B, first reading and approval of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to the City of Ashland, Kentucky authorizing and directing the mayor to execute a real estate sales and purchase contract between the City of Ashland, Kentucky, and Equestrian Properties for the purchase of 120 20th Street by the City of Ashland in the amount of $60,000, and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documents associated with and or necessary to complete said purchase of real property."
So moved. Second.
Just want to explain this.
It's the property that's adjacent to the existing streets building, and I think although there's no immediate plan, it's for future expansion and or remodeling of that building, and the property was available, and there's other offers, so it's sort of now or never. I think it's at fair market value by appraisal.
All right, thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Item C, first reading and approval of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to the City of Ashland, Kentucky authorizing and directing the mayor to execute a contract between the City of Ashland and the Ashland-Boyd County Health Department to provide and administer hepatitis B vaccines to approximately 5 new employees at a cost of $228 per employee for the Department of Human Resources."
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Item D, first reading and approval of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to the City of Ashland, Kentucky authorizing and directing the mayor to execute a contract between the City of Ashland and Cargill Incorporated Salt for the purchase of approximately 2,200 tons of treated rock salt in the amount of $138 per ton delivered for the Department of Public Services Division of Streets."
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I see that went up
Up 47,000? Mm-hmm. Thanks, COVID. All in favor?
Aye.
Item E, first reading and approval of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance of the City of Ashland, Kentucky authorizing and directing the mayor to execute a contract between the City of Ashland and BLK Construction LLC for all labor and materials for miscellaneous concrete and asphalt repair work for the Department of Public Services and Utilities through July 31, 2023, in the amount of $599,806.25.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
A motion to recess?
One-
Or adjourn,
one-
excuse me?
I guess one discussion point just before we recess. We got the first reading in on the purchase of that real estate. It was my understanding that the sellers has another offer and wants to make sure we're going to do it. I don't know whether you all want to come back for a second reading next week or you want to wait until the 28th. And Michelle Beach, do you know if that's an issue, if it goes to the 20th, or do we need to move sooner?
Maybe we ought to meet every day.
I understand.
Yeah,
You know,
just,
I've
you know.
said before, we need to be mindful, this commission is committed, obviously, to the work of the public, but we need to be mindful that this board is obligated to other things. And if the best we can do is try to steer to our regular meetings, I would appreciate that, and I think our board would appreciate that.
I have no problem with that. Sometimes it's difficult to make, especially on these real estate transactions, people don't understand
Sure.
why we can't just do something immediately.
Sure.
You try and explain. But
Sure.
Yeah.
I personally see no problem with the 28th.
If for some reason we do have to meet next week in order to get it finalized. Okay. I'm in training Wednesday through Friday.
And I
I'm not
also have to
available.
work.
Yeah.
So, okay. Any other discussion on that? We'll just plan on the regular meeting then, Jim?
That sounds like it, yeah.
Okay.
And that's the
Mayor, can I
28th.
make one comment before we
Sure.
adjourn or recess? And it's just for the sake of the public, and I don't know if you guys picked up on it too. D, on the new business, where we're selling 1,200 tons to the Boyd County Road Department. I assume we get a better price if we all buy together, if we buy it all together. And so I was really pleased to see that and see how we're working together on that aspect. And
One more way the
I just
county
wanted
and
to
the...
say that publicly.
Yeah, one more way the county and the city are working together, maybe contrary to what the public may believe, but it is happening, so appreciate your comments on
Thank
that,
you.
Commissioner. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned, thank you.